What is up, legends? We are back, and we are back in StarSeed. So I actually have to talk about a few things. Um, so I woke up this morning. Obviously, I did the video yesterday, and majority of the public understood what I was saying, what I was trying to do, and why I was kind of like upset about what's going on. I'm going to explain why I was upset after we talk about all of this. So now that we have this that just happened an hour ago, following our announcement regarding the Radica update, we've seen a lot of feedback from you. Yeah, we sincerely apologize for the inconvenience caused to players who participated in Erratica update recruitment due to the delayed notice of detailed drop rates. After careful discussion, we decided to implement some additional measures. Please notice the below. All right, so the first problem with this statement is that we sincerely apologize for the inconvenience caused to players who participated in the Radica update recruitment due to delayed notice of drop rates. Okay, see, the problem with this line right here is that you think that that is what is supposed to be happening with your drop rates. Like you think that that is like industry standard and normal, and that you should be doing that in this game, which means that you'll do it again. Which I'm going to tell you right now, you better not. You absolutely better not. Like that better not happen again, or you'll have no game. Nobody will be playing this game. I'm just telling you straight up, right off the bat, that no, it doesn't matter if you were late to tell everybody what happened. It's just that that was inherently bad, and I'm going to explain that after we go through all of this. All right, so over here on this side, we go through. Blah blah blah. We get down here. Additional measures. Period. From the end of maintenance January 8 to 9 until the maintenance of January 23rd. This is available until the recruitment ends. Compensation. Reward number one. Based on the number of rate of recruitment attempts, you will receive Proxyans equivalent to 20% of every 10 recruitment attempts. Example: if you perform 100 recruitments, you receive 20 tickets, which makes it basically cost 80, which is cute, but again, there's still a problem with that. Compensation calculated in increments on recruitment attempts, which they actually did give this already to me, and I didn't get the character again. Like whatever. For instance, if you perform 96, you receive 18 in the 90 attempts. Compensation number two: for players who perform 300 or more rate up recruitments, you receive an SSR creator destroyer proxy and select ticket times 3. Available once per account. I'm going to explain why they did that in particular, why that 3, why there's a reason, the reason why they did that. Which means they acknowledge that there's an issue with their system, and we're going to talk about that as well. Using SR creator, destroyer select ticket allows you to select and recruit one Proxyan from May, Rehu, or Reddit. Okay. After rewards are distributed within 3 days after the rate conclude on the 23rd. We deeply regret the delay in announcing the drop rates and extend our sincere apology once again. We commit to ensuring mistakes like this will happen in the future. Okay, dev team, because I know you've seen my video already, and what you're not understanding right now is that it wasn't that you were delayed. It's the fact that it is predatory and bad. That is the problem. And now we're going to go into explaining why it's predatory and bad. The number one games on the market right now in Gacha have pities that cut off no more than 200. That's it. You get the character after 200, no more than 200. And the high end of that is actually Goddess Decay. Goddess Decay cuts off at 200. You summon 200 times, you 100% can have the character because you get enough currency from summoning the 200 times to just straight go to the store and buy the character. Of course, you can get it early and all that type of stuff. And on top of that, if you don't even want to use the 200 currency that you built up on that particular character, you can carry it over to a different banner and use it on that character. Every Hoyo game basically cuts off at 160. 80 for soft pity. If you're unlucky enough, you get pushed to 160. And then you 100% get that character. Astra Knights of Veda, no matter what, if you get a SSR and the banner, you are going to get that character. There's no 50-50, you're going to get that character. That just recently changed to be like that, but that's the case. Solo leveling. Netmarble games have the similar type of system. Almost everything that is making any type of money in the market has that type of system where it's going to cut off where you're going to get to that point and you're going to get those particular characters. What the devs in this particular game are not understanding, and I'm actually creative for this game. I even have, if you look at the top left of up here, I'll bring it down so you can see it. It actually gave me the icon for that I'm actually creative for this game. The problem, devs, is that you are not understanding that the system that you currently have in the game does not work like that. You can't do that. Like, you don't have the room for doing that. You are not the top in the industry right now to do that. People already know what the pities are and what's going on in gacha games. So you cannot come out here and have literally no pity, basically. Like, and then basically I had 8 characters, 8 SSRs yesterday in that summon span over the 270, because I did 80 since then and still didn't get the character, by the way. So 350 total summons and didn't get the character. We're going to talk about how much money that is in a bit. You cannot have triple the pity of your competitors and expect people to stick around in this game. Now, this is not me trying to doom post your game. This is not me trying to kill it. I'm obviously creating in this game, and I want to save it from the apparent bad, dumbass thing or decision that you guys are making, right? Because it's just, there's nowhere other way to explain this than that. And it looks even worse that you have the wording that you were late to explain the banner and pity. Like, that's okay. Like, it's supposed to be like that. like, oh, my bad, we didn't explain it to you right away that it's predatory and terrible, so you didn't have to do like, so you shouldn't summon like that, so you would know. That's literally what your wording is saying right now. Like, I don't know if you guys have PR people or not, but if you do have a PR person, you need to get a different PR person, because there's absolutely no way that you actually made a statement out here in 2025 to say that, oh, we're sorry that we lately didn't tell you how bad this banner is. What? Let me tell you, I've been doing content creation for 10 years. I have never seen something like this. I do AAA content. You guys see me in TFD over there doing all types of stuff. I got Capcom sponsored. I'm Square sponsored. I've never seen any of those companies do something like this. And then come out here and be like, we're late. We're late telling you how bad this was. Sorry. Here's compensation, though. Not change that. What? I can't, yo. Dev team, be glad that I'm not somebody. Like, somebody literally told me in a DM, like, you're trying to ruin the game like Tectone ruins games. First of all, don't ever compare me to him. That's lame. I'm completely the opposite of him. Because if I was acting like him, I would have like 20 videos up bashing this game in like 24 hours, basically, and getting like all the internet riled up that they hate this game. I'm not doing that. I didn't do anything like that. I'm not doing that in this video. What I'm trying to do is explain and get them to fix this and everything that they're going to do in the future, so they don't do stuff like this. Because you can absolutely positively not do another event like this and expect anybody to be around this game, including myself. I'm just not even going to say anything. I'm not going to do a video. I'm not going to say anything. You just won't see me do any more content for this game, because it's just not supposed to be like this. This is not the industry standard. It's highly predatory. It's borderline on gambling, to the point that as a community, they can report you to Vegas, and then Vegas will look at this and be like, you don't have any pity. and basically like this is just gambling at this point. And I could have swore that we're not supposed to be doing that in the industry, but it's just gambling at this point. So granted, gacha, but if you guys didn't know, every single gacha that's on the market is supposed to have a cutoff point, a 100% cutoff point, and if they don't, then it's considered gambling, where they officially be put in as a gambling game, and under like you get scrutiny for being a gambling game. You're supposed to be listed as that, and this literally right now is basically that, which is why I'm getting on them right now. Where I see people say, "Oh, you know, it's a rare character. It's supposed to." No, it's not supposed to effing be like that. No, like it's not supposed to be like that. Don't even let them think that it's supposed to be like that. Don't even. We're not even going to allow that to happen. It needs to be changed like immediately. Here's the point in that. You go into the extract right now. I'm 350 in, right? It's 350 summons. All right, so worst case scenario, and we're gonna do on the average. Say it's like $20 per 10 summon. I summon basically 10 times. That's $200. So first one down, second one down. You see they're darkened. We already did that third one down on the right hand. We're done. That's $600 right there to not get the character. $600 to not get the character. This is exactly why they said companies are literally they put that scrutiny on companies now. Literally why the Vegas looming threat to the company is like, hey, like, where your pity at, dog? $600 and you ain't get the character. So we're 50 in, so technically it's $700. So $700, if I had actually wiped and spent, I wouldn't have had this character. Which means if you are in your worst case scenario and you don't get the bottom right one right there, you can go all the way to $1,000. Now I'm averaging it. That's just an estimate right now. It could be more or less, but on average, if you lose the pity that many times and get all the way up to 500, this is why it is annoying to me that they had that wording like, we're sorry we didn't tell you right away what this is. Bitch, are you kidding me? That you think that this is supposed to be normal? No other gacha game on the market is doing this. None. Nobody who's making money in the top 20, 25, 30 is doing anything like this. You mean to tell me that this is your plan to do that? The music cutting like that is hilarious, by the way. This is your plan. That was your plan, is to say, hey, you can lose 500 times and have to spend $1,000 before you get this character. And then the following one after, then you have to spend another, that's 1,200 to get two. Gonna pause and breathe. I cannot think that y'all had, after much deliberation, as you said, that you had the dev meeting and decided that we'll just get compensation and not just fix this event. Just take it down. If anything, it shouldn't even be here anymore. That's how bad it is. This is a commercial for failure, basically, that you're going to leave up over the weekend to have new players come in and look at this and be like, what the hell is going on? Like, I man. All right, so the compensation that they're giving is interesting, because what it essentially is doing, which is a problem that I've actually said before about this particular game, the way that the system works, you need at least 3 of the character for the character to be relevant. So let's take Patricia for example. She has all 5 of her slots, obviously, because she has gotten to UR. You need to get a character up to UR, obviously, to have all 5 slots unlocked, so you can get like the full potential basically on the gear slots and put the character in. And then that's not even counting all the rest of the stuff over here, like your set effect and then like your plug-in and everything else like that. That's just something separate that you need to do, which is all well and good. However, in the case of when you are only needing, or when you only get 1 of a character, here's what happens. Why, even if you get that particular character, why the system is flawed the way that it is right now, when you get one of a character, you have 2 slots that you just you can't do anything with at that point. So even if you imprint this character, they're still going to be missing those slots. So if you know put the character in, like they literally just gonna be like they're gonna be level 170 with those 3 slots. I mean those 2 slots missing. So your 40% of your power is just not there. Like that's what the system flaw is. So you combine that with the fact that even if I do get one of this character, she's not going to be usable because she's going to be missing 40% of her power. Like, you know, all well and good, cute and everything else like this, which is why they in particular give you 3. Basically, if you have summoned this much, like if you've gotten the 300, which means that they literally know that this banner, like the way that the system works, doesn't work properly, because even if you get one of the character, it doesn't matter because it's not going to be usable to do anything with. Even if you get 2 of the character, you're still going to be missing 20% of the character's power basically, and still unusable, which is why that's why this system is kind of flawed, by having the dupes unlock the actual potential of the character to be usable. I think that should be changed. Like, make the dupes do something else. Like, I'm all for there being dupes and there be useful in the game, but it shouldn't be a core function for making the characters useful, especially if you're going to combine it with this failure of a gacha system that you have going on right now. There's, like I said, you do not have the leeway after this to make. First of all, this event should be gone immediately. Like, immediately. You can't do this again. You just can't. But the word is out. It's already there. I got Reddit posts and everything else like that. They threw my video up there and showing that and everything else like that. You don't have leeway to do this again. So you can take my advice as a warning. Like, I'm not trying to threaten you guys or anything like that. That's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to save you from yourself. Basically, if you think this is a good idea. This is not a good idea. This is an idea that you should never have appear again. In fact, you shouldn't be waiting to the 23rd. This should go away over the weekend. Like, patch whatever the hell you got to do and say, my bad, the same way you just did, and all of this, and get this up out of here. Like, this need to go away immediately. Because this is about the worst thing I've seen in 10 years with Gacha. Like, and this is Dislight level. Dislight crashed and burned its game doing this exact same thing. This is why you got to have people who dev team come to us, and I don't know how big your team is, but you need to have a localization person who looks at the market, who looks at all the things that's going on in the gaming industry for Gacha, and that will come to you and say, hey, this isn't a good idea. This is not what other games do. Other companies have that. I know for a fact. Hoyo has that. I actually know the person who does it on Hoyo. Spoken to them many of times. Actually, I know Netmarble has a person like that. Spoken to that person as well. Like, there are actual people out there. There's job descriptions for that. And they're part of the localization team that keeps companies from doing dumb shit like this. Like, you obviously don't have somebody doing that, or maybe it's just somebody's kid or something like that like just be getting coffee and probably somewhere in like a donut shop or something, not doing their job, letting this happen. Like, I don't know if you have a person who's doing it, who just get rid of them and get somebody else who's going to do it properly. And ain't not me, I ain't doing it, but somebody to properly localize and say, hey, you know what, you can't do this in the global market. People are going to get you. People like Scion are going to do videos and make you look like morons, basically, if you do stuff like you can't do this. I'm putting emphasis on this because I want the dev team to understand how bad it is and how much it will basically end their game if they continue to do stuff like this. And you just need to get rid of this one right now. Like, to me, when you see this video, get a meet. I don't care where your people are at. If they on vacation, I get the CEO. Though the CEO, you like money? You're not gonna make money. You leave this, like, you just won't make money. Like, because anybody who's a whale, I've already literally seen, like, in my Discord and official Discord and other people's Discord, people just straight quit. I'm telling you that now. People just straight quit when they saw this. When they saw, like, that's what happened. And you can get people to come back. And I can tell people to come back if you get rid of stuff like this and actually act like you're paying attention to the rest of the market. But you can do nothing and just continue to do this. And I just won't say anything. I'm not going to bash you or anything like that. I'm just going to go play something else and do videos on something else that actually pays attention to the market and actually respects the consumer. Because this isn't respecting the consumer at all. This is just, hey, give us $1,200 and you get 2 of a character that you won't even properly be able to use at end game. Good luck. That's what this is saying. It doesn't matter what compensation you get because you still are not, the character still ain't coming out. Like, it doesn't matter. At this point, you should just. I don't even know what to tell them at this point. I'm harping on it because I literally want to reiterate the fact that this is not acceptable on any level, in any level of the industry at all. This is EA level loot boxes of unacceptable. In fact, if IGN sees this, then I bet you y'all will delete this from the game. Let IGN see this. Let game trailers see this. Let any of those major, which they might, let any of those major publications see this. Watch how quick y'all learn how to delete this from the game. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.